Don't wait to buy land and wait.
Steve has been a very valuable asset to us.
Anybody who is looking for an investment ought to get a hold of Steve Haight.
Everybody needs a land consultant.
What we like to do with Wealthbridge is bring our clients out, find property that's in the path of growth and development and has the opportunity to appreciate along with all the development that's going on around it. There's a lot of information a person needs to gather before he can make an educated decision about investing in raw land. That's what Wealthbridge is all about. We do a lot of research, constantly taking a look at what developers are doing, which states are hot. The market changes every 3 to 6 months, so it's an ongoing process.
He explained a lot of different information to us, met with us a couple of times, and we were able to have a comfort level with Steve and being able to know that he had the knowledge that we didn't have to be able to make an informed decision on investing.
We look at a lot of things to determine the investment viability of property. Where the roads are, where the water is, where the power is coming to. We also want to make sure that we're keeping track of where the property is being rezoned for higher density. What we in Wealthbridge like to do is to get our investors educated about these areas and target specific properties that fit their parameters. In other words, it's very important to get my clients into a position where we already know where the roads are going, that electricity and water are coming. And again, that goes down to the research we provide for our clients.
I had, almost 10 years of residential and commercial real estate experience, so I felt that I was equipped to go out in the desert and find myself a deal. And quite frankly, I found myself on a Saturday and a Sunday driving all over creation with maps and papers and a dirty truck. And at the end of the day, I came back skunked and disappointed.
Part of our service is to give an actual guided tour of the area. And it's not so much as important to see the actual piece of property that the client invested in, but it's to see everything around that property, where all the infrastructure is coming in. And that's where our extensive tours provide a lot more information for the clients.
My wife and I, we were looking to invest in some raw land, and we had heard about Mojave County, Arizona. We took a drive out there, and we had met a couple of realtors out there, and they had actually referred us to Steve as the land professional out in Mojave County. So that's how we met Steve, and we contacted him and sat down with him, had a little discussion about what he does, what he could offer to us, and we signed a contract with him that day.
I realized that I had worked really hard and I had made other people quite a bit of money, but I really hadn't done that for myself. And I really figured out that I hadn't leveraged my time and even more important, my assets. So in 2005, I got another one of those nice emails from Steve Haight, and I thought, you know what, this is the time for me to call him. It's the right time, I'm ready to do it.
I ended up purchasing a quarter of a section for $1,000 an acre. Later on, with this same developer, I purchased somewhere in the neighborhood of 90 acres of 1 acre lots, a little bit further down. Those probably on the average of about $200 an acre. The real point here is I haven't sold any of them because right now the ones in the bulk where I bought the 160 acres are probably worth $10,000 an acre. The 1 acres are averaging dry at about $27,000 an acre. Water, which I have put in there as well, probably $40,000 or $50,000 an acre. But in 2 years, they'll be worth a lot more than that. Even today, at $10,000 an acre, in a couple of years, I believe you can make another $5,000 an acre.
The land was really so low and so reasonable that compared now 6 or 7 years later, it's just phenomenal how much it increased in value. I think the land has appreciated about 400%.
Steve was right on the money when it came to knowing what was going to be occurring in Mojave County. Currently, we've seen over 50% appreciation in the land. As a matter of fact, one of the parcels that Steve assisted us in purchasing, we were actually offered double the price that we paid for it before we even closed escrow.
I really had 2 goals in mind. I had a goal of doing investing for myself, for my own retirement, but also I have a niece and a nephew, and I've been concerned about them having enough money for college, and I decided to take things into my own hands. So I have put a couple parcels away for them, purchased them, and they're doing great.
I'm going to go have fun and travel and enjoy my life instead of putting my nose to the grindstone.
I would definitely say that it made the future a little bit brighter.
We pride ourselves in our service. We're always available to our clients to answer their questions and keep them informed about their investments.
I have referred many clients to Steve.
We continually keep in contact with Steve because he's been such a valuable asset to us, and we want to refer him to our friends and family, and we have done that, and they've experienced the same benefits that we have as far as working with the Dirt Man.
Give him a call, you can't go wrong.
A lot of our clients come to us through word-of-mouth advertising because once people get a good result from us, they want to tell their friends and family.
I was so impressed with the company, and because I was staying pretty close to him in terms of watching the things that he was doing, I learned more and more about the company, so much so that I decided to get involved in it.
You're still able to come out in these areas and buy land for $10,000 to $30,000 an acre, where in places like Las Vegas, you're looking at $600,000 to $1 million an acre.
They don't call Steve the Dirt Man for nothing.